Shalom, shalom, Shabbat shalom. Hey family, I pray everyone is having a peaceful Sabbath. Today I want to share with you about understanding your destiny. On Friday, Paul Carrick Brunson, on his, it was Lockdown Live, now it's Better with Paul. On his panel, they had a discussion about how to find your purpose, passion, and vision. So I just felt encouraged to share my insights and revelations that I have about destiny. I have a background in human services with a career planning focus because I've searched so long thinking about who I am as a member of my family, racially, nationality as an American, my date of birth, getting into those kind of things, trying to find out all these clues, all these specifics to find out my passion for decades. And so just a few years ago, I was in a workshop at church and they were talking about ways and to enjoy life and having a mindset to see things positively. But anyway, they quoted a quote from the Westminster Catechism, the short form. And a catechism, what it is it was written around the 1600s, where a group of priests and holy men got together and they asked and answered life's most profound questions, like what is the meaning of life, or the chief end is how they call it. But the conclusion that they got for mankind is the chief end of man is to glorify God and enjoy Him. And when the teacher said that, it just filled up in me and everything clicked and I got synchronicity and the light came on and I heard a still small voice say, "This is your purpose of life and all the life of mankind is to glorify me and enjoy me." Now, that was so simple. It was so simple. It was very general. I had a preconceived notion that purpose was very specific, very detailed, and so I had to turn that over for months, maybe a year and a half, before I could really grasp and appreciate what that meant. And then so one day, the still small voice said, "The reason that this is the purpose of mankind is because any purpose for you or any other mankind would have to be eternal, because I am eternal and I created you to be eternal. And any purpose for you would have to encompass eternity." And so I pondered that, and it's just beautiful. One of the main benefits is that it takes away any strivings or trying to be worthy, because it comes down to just being and being with God. Just you and God for eternity. That's what eternity, that's the only thing that's eternal, is God in us, life. And Chris in the Friday streaming mentioned it about physics. It teaches you that energy can be created but never destroyed. Now, it's hard to quantify what the spirit is, but I think one of the closest comparison would be energy. And so that was just so profound for me. But it shaped the way that I think about life. And I'm a Micah 6:8 kind of gal. It's just strolling with my God. That's what it is. It says, "I have told you, O man, what is good and what is right and what the Lord does require of you, to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God." That's everything. Going to church is good and reading the Bible is good, but it's the relationship. I love that picture. I think it's by Da Vinci, where you see the divine hand reaching out, then you see us grasping another hand. That's it. That's just the core of existence and meaning. So I do believe, though, that mission is very specific, very detailed, customized to who you are, your gender, your race, your height, your aptitudes, your interests. These are all clues to your mission. I'm quite sure that when Shaquille O'Neal was born, they didn't think he'd be a jockey. Likewise, when Stevie Coffin was born, they didn't think he'd be in the NBA. Still then, you have to be led, because sometimes people are exceptions to the rule. You do have your Spud Webbs that are 5'8" and played in the NBA, just like you have your bumblebees. By every law of of aerodynamics, they should not fly, but they fly every day. So you still have to seek God about that. But also, I have learned recently, because I feel like I haven't found my mission yet. Why am I created? I can't put it together. And I love what Steve Jobs says, that you cannot connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect the dots looking backwards, meaning that providence has been there all along, but you can't see it to your certain way and pace, and you can look back and see it. But all along, I want to encourage those that have felt like they have not found their mission in life. You're in your mission now. You just can't see it. But I realize that there are some individuals that they are hidden. They're hidden. Their mission is hidden from them, and life is hidden for what they're meant to do. A good example is Moses. He was a Hebrew raised up in Pharaoh's home as an Egyptian. He thought he was a prince of Egypt. But at the appointed time, that's a phrase used, or the fullness of time, which is a pre-planned date that something is to happen, he was awakened. So if you don't understand your mission right now, don't stress out. It's because it's not your time. You haven't been awakened yet. And to encourage you, those that are like me that feel like they haven't found their mission, Romans 8:28 says, all things work toward the good to those that love God and are called according to his purpose. So once you are awakened to your mission, you will understand all these little parts, how they all fit together. And so I always think about, because it's not your time, it's for some reason, some people are held back, and again, they're hidden. I think about that line in a Terminator where it says Skynet has become aware. And then you see all these bombs. This computer's sending out bombs. It is sending out drones to bomb up stuff to kill people. But you haven't been awakened because it's not your time yet. And when it is, you will know. So I want to close with encouragement, especially for those that feel like they have not found their mission. Is Philippians 1:6. It says, be confident in this one thing, that God who began a work in you will be faithful to complete it. All right, family. So remember that purpose plus mission equals destiny. And we all have a great destiny. All right, enjoy the rest of your Sabbath. Bye.